Oh, wow. This is so weird. I'm live, I think. Hey, friends. What's going on? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Am I doing this correctly? So I have never gone live with this much tech before. So I have to be honest. We just might run into some technical difficulties. But please just bear with me. Hopefully we figure it out. Can everyone hear me okay? Are we doing all right? Let me know. Let me see. How come I could not see the chat earlier? Hey, uh, you guys can hear me okay? Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? I'm in the States now, so Spanish is about to be my second language. Ew. If this doesn't work, or like if my phone, um, not my phone, if my camera dies, I'm just gonna switch over to the regular webcam. There's a whole lot of technologies going on here, a whole lot of technologies. But how was everyone's Monday? Welcome to Q2 of 2024. Ooh. Oh, what's that? Well, thank you, JT. Oh, excusez-moi. Thank you. We giving coins around here? Appreciate it so much. Was not expecting that. Y'all do not have to do that, by the way. So, if you're new here, my name is Lynn. Hi. And I told myself that I was going to go live every single night in the month of April because I'm just trying to build up a routine of being consistent on social media again. I took such a break from social media and now it feels very foreign to me to post, but I do really enjoy the results of posting on social media. So I'm trying to do better and just get into the habit of posting again. So I'm here. And I have a strategy, or not a strategy, I have a rough outline and a plan of how I'm going to kind of use Instagram, YouTube Live to, I guess, familiarize myself with the posting on social media again. I'm not a content creator anymore. What's going on? I'm just kidding. I still have it in me. It's just not part of my routine. So we're gonna go live every night, just get acquainted and whatnot. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Michael. We have men's in here. This is so crazy to me. Hello, hello. I thought my audience, well, not I thought, my audience definitely is majority women, but we still got a percentage of y'all in the building. So hello. Hello to the gentlemen. Hello to the beautiful women's over here. I was low key nervous before I came on live because I was like, okay, I've never done this before. I've gone on live before, yes, but I've never committed to doing a whole month of it. It kind of feels like a first date. Are we on a date, y'all? What are you gonna order? I'm expensive, so I'm definitely getting the steak and the shrimp and some champagne. Am I a cheap date because I'm bringing y'all to my house on our first date? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Y'all look so pretty on our date. Thank you, God's intuitive messenger. Hello, hello. Okay, first things first. I do want to address something that I spoke about in my other video. Actually, no, I'll do it afterwards. I'll do it after. I'm ready to quit my 9 to 5. Let's get it. Well, let's go then. Well, let's go then. Here's the thing. There's such an abundance of money on this here planet that we live in, where we live on. There's an abundance of money. Now, I'm never one to say quit your job and you have nothing lined up at the moment. That's not me. I'm not that girl. However, if you want to leave and that's like the plan, I got you. And we can create a plan for that to happen. Because one thing about it, we're going to make our money. one way or another. Even if you leave your current job, but you get to another one, you're still making your money. You just don't have to be around these weird individuals. You know what I mean? Yes. Champagne and dinner. Ow. Yes. Okay, so I have a little strategy here that I wanted to share with you guys. I kind of want to flip back to, okay, let's go with percents. I'm gonna share my slides with y'all. Hopefully you can see this. Let me know if you can or if you cannot. How does my audio sound? I don't think I really tested it before. I just went like that. I tapped it to make sure that I could use it, but I didn't really see what the quality was. All right, y'all. Let's get into this quick, short presentation that I put together. I want to talk about how I'm basically going to be coming back on social media and doing it without burnout because if there's anything that I've learned is that not regulating these things and not putting systems in place to protect your peace is a recipe for disaster. It will cause burnout. And when you think that you're climbing up this grande ladder and that there's so much in store for you, you just might end up dissolving all of your potential. You might end up ruining all of your potential because you hit a burnout wall and then it takes 1 to 3 years to recover from burnout. For me, I feel like it took me about 2 years to recover from burnout. Hence why I haven't been consistent since April of 2021, I think. Well, I'll say ending of 2021 is when I really stopped being consistent on social media. And then I pivoted into another industry and I kind of never really looked back, but I did look back, but I was still recovering from burnout. So it wasn't really much I could do there. So I want to share with you how I plan to come back on social media and create more feel good content because I genuinely feel that when we are creating from a place of abundance and what feels good, we yield the best results. Struggle yields more struggle. When things are fun, you get the best results out of them. Even when you're working hard, but the hard work is fun, you yield the best results. But when you're struggling to find joy in the process, you might as well just stop while you're at it because the process is what we need to enjoy altogether. Okay. Hey, I think what I'm going to do is maybe go through whatever I've got prepared for a few minutes, and then I'll stop, read comments, and I'll do a little back and forth, because I don't want to get distracted. You know, I have ADHD, ADHD brain, so I do get distracted very, very easily, and I do not want to do that. So let's get into this little cute little short presentation that I put together. It's very cute, very short. Okay, very cute, very short. Now, firstly, let me just introduce myself for people who are new here. My name is Lynn. I go by Lynn Allure on the internet. My full name is Eastlyn. But when I first started my content creation journey, YouTube was really just a creative outlet for me. Ooh, it's lightning. Oh, I hope the people are safe out there. Yes. So my name is pretty unique, Eastlyn, and I wanted to keep my professional career separate from whatever shenanigans I had going on the internet. So that's why I just started going by Lynn Allure, because my like nickname has been Allure or like yeah, Eastland Allure since high school days. There is no relevance there. People ask me all the time if that's my middle name, and it's not. But I do feel like legally, I should just change my middle name to Allure because why not? Eastland Allure has a ring to it. Also, currently, my middle name is not on my birth certificate anyway, so like, might as well, right? All right. Anyways, but who am I? I am a daughter, a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a partner, I'm a go-getter, I'm a certified lover girl. Shot Big Bobby. No, I can't even be champagne poppy because, the darker hue. So maybe like a cognac mommy. Cognac? Cognac mommy. Or like a rum mommy. I'm a rum girl, so we'll go with rum mommy. I have a huge zest for life. I'm very passionate about just simply living life. And I've noticed as I've gotten older that some people just have their personalities. Some people are like very, um, I want to say monotone or like not as expressive, very serious aura. And I respect it. But I'm the complete opposite of whatever that is. I'm very dynamic, I'm very energetic. I skew towards one end of a spectrum often. If anything's a spectrum in life, I'm probably gonna skew to the other end of the edge of the spectrum. Very girly, very expressive, um, very logical, but also I could be a little emotional, but all the things. I have a huge, huge, huge zest for life, essentially. Um, I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a content creator. I'm a philanthropy lover. I'm a corporate escapee, but I'll never shy away from saying like corporate world has its benefits, it has its pros and its cons. I'm never one of those entrepreneurs who are going to come online and say, quit your 9 to 5 job immediately. 9 to 5s suck. You should never work a 9 to 5, never work for somebody, blah, 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 blah. There's a time and a place for everything. And some people really thrive with 9 to 5s. This lightning is so distracting, but I really like it. Is it raining? I don't know. I apologize. What else? I'm a financial literacy advocate. I'm a cupcake addict. I'm a colorful sky admirer. I'm an R&B lover, specifically late 90s, early 2000s R&B. Yes. And essentially, I'm a content creator that really caters to career-driven millennial women who are looking to design, plan, and execute their dream life without the burnouts. Big, big caps on without the burnout because I've been there, I've done that, and it's not fun. And if I could prevent at least one of my super ambitious babes to avoid the burnout, then that is my job well done. Also, I have to make it clear that although my content is very girly and I'm here for girls, I understand that there are men on this platform. There are men, straight men, there are the gays and the theys. And we welcome everyone here, okay? All right. I'm gonna read some comments. Oh my god, hi Meech. Hey friend, welcome back. Would you say you've always had an abundance mindset? If not, what triggered it? You know what? That's an amazing question. I feel like I've always looked at the glass half full. I'm gonna be honest. I've never really been much of a negative Nancy, but I was really fortunate to be raised by my mom, who is a very glass half full type of person. So I think my environment shaped that. My mom, who raised my sister, who raised me, and all of them are very like cheery, happy go lucky, glass half full, always kind of people. But I do think that I've found myself in situations where I was surrounded by people who didn't have much of a positive mindset. They were like very quick to say, oh, this sucks, or just complain often, victim mindset. And that's when I started to adopt that mindset. And I peeped it because I've been more positive than I have been negative. So I noticed my change in behavior and I was able to say, oh, okay, it's because I'm constantly around victim mindsets and a lot of negative Nancy. And so I had to just check myself and reframe my mindset. Environment definitely is key. I think it plays a big role, but ultimately, like our mindset is our responsibility. So if you're able to look within and discover that okay, I'm not really thinking the way that my ideal self would think, then you're able to switch it all up. But mindset controls everything, everything. Oh, hey, me, girl. We'll talk about it because we're going to be around all month, okay? Every single night in April. So, we're going to talk about mindset and how to switch it up because I went through a mindset shift completely. In the last 5 years, I've shifted from like positive mindset to like maybe limiting belief mindset, and then I shift back to a positive mindset, but it's even more powerful than my mindset before I went through negative mindset. A little bit of adversity always just shapes you right up. It whips that booty right up, and you get right into it. You get right into who you're meant to be immediately. A little bit of adversity. You either sink or you swim. And I wasn't about to drown, honey. I needed to swim. Hey, Alyssa. Hi, gorgeous. I love that hair color. I've been thinking about going brown. I really like my hair brown, but like I need to find a good colorist out here in Dallas. Wig colorist, by the way, not the other kind of colorist, honey. But I felt your last video spiritually when you spoke about not wanting to constantly scale, aka chase, aka consistently being in a state of survival. Yes. I'm so glad that you felt that and so many other people were feeling that way because I think when you operate like that, that's the true limiting mindset. When you feel like you have to strike right now while the pan is still hot. What is that saying? Strike while the iron is still hot. Yeah. I think that is coming from a place of limiting belief because you feel like if you don't get this money now, it's going to run out. The well is going to run dry, and that there's going to be nothing left for you. But if you're a person within you, you have skills, you have talents, you've got hearts, you'll never be left behind. You got heart, soul, and spirit. There's always going to be opportunity for you. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you're at in life, where you live, da 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 da. It's never too late. And if you truly believe that, you're going to give yourself grace today to take breaks and figure it out tomorrow. And that's what I'm really trying to, I guess, push in my content and let the girlies know. You don't have to be in survival 24/7. I'm so sorry to the non girlies when I say this. Just know I love you and I see you too, but naturally I feel like I'm like talking to my homies. And so I'm talking to the homegirls or whatever. But really, I do feel like we do not need to be in a state of constant chasing, constant survival, constant limiting belief in order to live our best lives. Because I'll say that I think I made the most money when everything was fun to me, when nothing was that serious. And it was just, I'm operating from a place of abundance and I know my heart and I know that I have good intentions. So I would never make any hasty decisions that are negative or with ill will or malice. That's not how I operate personally. So none of my decisions would be that way. And so if you're operating from a place of goodness, a place of good heart, good intentions, you're always going to get your return. Always. Always and forever. So let's not be in a constant state of struggle and survival, honey. That's not what my father birthed me for, to come on this here land and struggle. That's not what God even wants for me, for real. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Oh, angels. Angelus? Oh Lord, not me coming on here sounding illiterate. I apologize. Angeles. Oh, like Los Angeles? I apologize. Please feel free to correct me, my love. Thank you for putting something together for us, giving us this PowerPoint. I'm sure there's a lot of great tools we can all learn from this. Much love from Houston. Hey, neighbor. We in Texas together, and this ain't Texas. Woo! Hi, and thank you. Thank you for stopping by. We about to learn together, grow together, be on this journey together. Hey, Promise Paul. Hey, babes. Are you still into crypto trading and will you be making video about it soon? Please. I was never a big crypto trader. I've never really made videos about crypto, I don't believe. I only invest in Bitcoin and I've bought it and held it. I've never been a huge crypto um, trader or anything like that. So I can't say I'm still into crypto trading because I was never trading the crypto. I've invested in it, I've bought and held, but trading and investing are two separate things. Um, I've not battery exhausted. Don't play with me. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to just switch over right quick. Okay, are we back? Yes, we're back. I apologize, y'all. I'm just gonna hop on my handy dandy laptop, which kind of makes things easier because I can just keep looking at the same screen. But let me know if you can still see me and hear me. See replay. Let me shift right quick. Honey, we're gonna adjust. If it's one thing about it, we're gonna adjust. You guys can see me? Okay, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, let's see. Hey, Jeffrey. It's so nice to see you as well. And I'm so glad to hear that I inspired you to start. That makes me so happy. What kind of content do you create, Jeffrey? Who do you look up to online prior to your arrival in the social media space? Ooh, that's such a good question. You know what's so crazy? Oh, no one's ever asked me before. Okay, I don't think anyone's ever asked me that question. But I um I used to watch the OGs like back in the day. I used to watch Peak Mill. I used to watch Jenny Jenkins. She used to have amazing hair tutorials. I think her name was Beauty by JJ back then. Who else did I watch? I used to watch JJ Loves Mac. Um, oh my god, what a fun question. Who else? I feel like a lot of the content creators I used to watch don't really post on social media anymore. And I noticed that when I took a break, I feel like once I started to run into burnout, I was like, I think I understand why the OG content creators who blew up stopped creating content the way that they did. I kind of understand it. Of course, I don't know their business. I don't know why they stopped, but I understand why someone would stop. Because before creating content, I was like, what a dream job. If you are fortunate enough to blow up, why on earth would you stop? Like, why, where do these girls go? Where do they disappear to? But I get it. It's a job like any other job. And sometimes your interests change. And sometimes you want to switch gears. And sometimes you want to make your money in other ways. And sometimes you want to be more private and less on the grid. Sometimes you want to be a little bit more off grid. Da, 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 da. So I get it. And that's why I'm trying to share like as much of my behind the scenes in the most honest, authentic, and vulnerable way. I know that it doesn't necessarily yield the most revenue to be so honest, but I'm fine with that because I taken the money that I made on social media and flipped it into other areas. So I'm making my money other places. So I don't mind. Let me put my do not disturb on. Can y'all still hear me? Sorry, I just had a call come through. Please let me know in the comments. But yes, I don't mind being so open, honest, and vulnerable because at this stage in the game, content creation has become my creative outlet again, which I love. I love it for me, live it for me. But just because it's a creative outlet does not mean that we can't still get this bag. Not thunder. I needed to go to Whole Foods after this. We're still gonna go. Anyways, yeah, we're still gonna get our bag even though it's a creative outlet because you can still make money from your hobbies. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, Card. Pyro Dior. Hey, Lynn, I've been obsessed with your routine for so long ago. Can we get an updated one since you are done moving? Yes, I plan to do more routine videos and I'm building up new routines as well that are more, you know, more curated by me and not curated by what I think I'm supposed to do. Every morning, there's a lot of content. I'm feeling like I think I might come into this personal development space and shake the table, honey. Shake the table, as Carly Red would say, because I think there's a lot of content that people are regurgitating, but it's not personalized. And I feel, especially as someone with ADHD, I don't know why I say it like that every time, but it's because of that singer Renee. Um, if you guys know the meme, you know the meme. Let me know in the comments if you do. But I think there's not really much representation for different kinds of people who learn different ways, people who are neurodivergent. There isn't enough content on like being successful, getting to your goals, but doing it your way. Not everyone wants to wake up at 5:30 a.m. and do a cold shower and get their day started. If I do that, I'm going to be exhausted. I promise you, I'm going to be exhausted by 9 a.m. If I wake up at 5:30, work out, read 45 pages, and then do a cold plunge or something, count me out. My day's over. Um, but I am a night owl. I get a lot of my work done in the nighttime, and it's just because of how my brain works. And I think I'm a little bit backwards from a lot of content, and I still make money. I'm still successful in my own right. Everyone has their definition of success, but you can still be successful if you're not doing things the way that this curated lifestyle online portrays success to look like. You can be successful in your own right, even if you don't own a Lamborghini. If you don't live in a super aesthetic house, but you're comfortable in it, you're happy in it, your payments every month are super low, like you can still do things your way and still be successful. And I want people to tap into that because, yeah, I still watch reality TV and I still make my money. And I'm a night owl and I wake up when I want to wake up. Sometimes I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I wake up at 9. Sometimes, depending if I went out last night and it was a good night, I might wake up at 10. You never know, but I'm still going to get my priorities straight. I'm still going to handle those. You know what I mean? And you can too, is what I'm trying to say. You can definitely still get your bag and still live a whole full life and do more of what you love with more of who you love in your own way, you know? But to answer the question, yes, more routines on the way. What do you love the most about Dallas? Ooh, good question. I think I just like the atmosphere. I like the opportunities. It's a very I feel like Dallas is up next. I'm really optimistic. I'm bullish on the economy in Dallas specifically and the opportunities that are very abundant in the city. But also, it reminds me a lot of Toronto, but just warmer. Um, so I think I just like the atmosphere. I get along really, really well with the people. Me and Dallas girlies were like this. I love Dallas girlies a lot. I get along with Dallas people in general. And I love the opportunities here. I love the money in Dallas too. Does that sound terrible to say? There's a lot of successful people here, but they're still humble and down to earth. And I love that because I feel like I'm that way. Not to like to my own horn, but I do think that I am that way. And in Toronto, I think that people, once they get a certain level of success, they tend to start getting really pretentious, but in a subtle way. I don't know. It's a little interesting, but I still love Toronto. I'm never gonna bash Toronto. Let me not even start talking about the negatives of Toronto online because Toronto's family. And we don't what? We don't talk about family problems in the public. Yeah. um, but one thing I will say, Toronto, can we shape up a little bit, just a little bit? Why we don't support our own people until our people go global? I feel like I got the most support From Toronto, when I started getting buzz and a little bit clout on my own. But maybe we just don't know. There's also an assumption, I will say yes. A lot of people I meet in Toronto are like, "Oh my god, I watch you. I had no idea you were Canadian." So, Imma say that. I still love you, Toronto. Mhm, mhm, I do. Yes. My biggest block, so I appreciate your input. We'll talk about it. Yes, we definitely will. Because your heart is so pure, and our mindset sometimes it holds us back because we confuse humility, with, like we confuse a lack of confidence or, like, a limited mindset with humility, but oftentimes it's the people around us or, like, the environments we've been around often that shape us into thinking that being like your own block is normal, and it's not. It's not. So we'll talk, Meech, we'll talk. Um, yes, thank you so much. What do you do if you're trying to power through self-learning, aka upskilling, and finding it difficult to focus on lengthy course material? Do you mean creating the lengthy course material or watching it? If you're trying to power through self-learning, oh, I apologize. Let me read and articulate that question a little bit better. My apologies. Um, I don't I at this stage in the game, I don't force myself to take in content that I'm not interested in. There's just such an abundance of content out in this world. If it's lengthy and dry, I I skip over it because this is not high school or college where we're forced to go through a set curriculum in order to pass a class. It's life and you get to choose how you want to learn, whether it's through audiobooks, video courses, podcasts, YouTube videos, reading, um, going to seminars and conferences. You get to choose how you want to learn, and you don't have to put yourself through torture in order to learn things. If it's not your method, you could skip over it, find another teacher, find someone who teaches in a method that you actually enjoy, because I think learning is most fun when you find the content enjoyable. And that's what's going to hold you accountable to go back. It's not because you're like super disciplined, but it's because you're actually interested, you're engaged, and you want to find out what's next. And I think a large part of that is the style that we choose. So, me personally, I am a visual learner. I like watching videos, hence why I attend YouTube University. And I like learning from other people's experiences. So, I'll watch a YouTube video. I'm also an audio learner, so I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I feel like I only read for my vocabulary and to improve my articulation or my verbal skills or my vernacular because sometimes I find myself losing my words and I'm like, oh, what's that word? What's that word? I forget how to speak sometimes, depending on what I've been doing. So I really only read for sharpening my verbal skills, which, as you can tell from all these ums and ahs, I should probably read a book. But that's why I read, not necessarily to learn, although the 2 can happen simultaneously. Sometimes I read because I'm like, "Okay, I just need to get better with my enunciation or my vernacular or speech, da da da." But then I'll pick up a book and it's actually kinda interesting and I learn that way as well. But yeah, just choose a style that you like. Um, that would be my advice. Don't torture yourself because learning is supposed to be fun. And thank God we're done with elementary school and high school and college. Thank God. We thank God. We thank God. Alrighty, so I'm going to continue on with this short little slide. We're gonna get through it. So, a quick little overview of the 2 methods or 2 components of how I plan to come back to social media, posting on social media and being consistent again. Number 1, we're going to talk branding. And number 2, we're going to talk execution. Execution we'll do in another video. In this video, we're going to do branding. Um, and essentially, branding is when you identify how you want to show up online. You know, you want to think about things like your interests, what you're good at, the topics that are going to resonate most with the people who are watching you and narrowing down on your niche. But we're also going to be talking about to niche or not to niche, right? We're going to be talking about what's relevant and what kind of content you should be creating, on what platforms you should be creating, and the overall vibe of your content. What do you want it to be? What do you want it to emulate? What do you want it to give off? Okay. Next, we're going to talk about execution. That's going to be in another video in a part two. We'll probably do that tomorrow. Um, I was gonna do it in this video, but I was like, child, it's gonna be way too long. And there's so many goodies in execution. But I also want to talk about some things that are not strategy related. So y'all let me know, please do in the comments. Let me know if I should um, do it tomorrow or do it next week. Maybe we'll do like Monday learning, and then the rest of the week is just us hanging out and talking about other things. Other things. It's not about strategy and not about growing on social media without the burnout, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so on the execution front in part two, we're going to be talking about how to plan out these things because you can brand all you want and create all the boards and da 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 da, but how are you going to actually put these plans into motion? You know, how are you going to make them happen? So we'll talk about that in part two. We'll talk about a well-designed execution model and clarifying your roles, your responsibility, and how to make things clear for you so that it's foolproof. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is my foolproof method to executing my plans, executing my goals. All right, let's talk about too niche or not too niche. That is the question. Okay, why am I so dramatic? I'm starting to get tired. When I get tired, I get a little loopy. A little loopy. But okay, reel it in. ADHD. What do you want to be known for? When you think about a niche, what do you think about? I would love to know in the comments. Let me know too. When you think about the word niche, what do you think? What did your mind go to? What is your mind go to? Immediately. Oh, I forgot that these comments are a little delayed, so I'm gonna give you some time. But for me, I think about like a category. I think about an area, a subsector. Um, It could be whatever you decide for it to be. Of course, there's a Google definition of it, but it's essentially what you are known for, what you talk about on your channel. And for me, I feel like it's bridging two common interests together that creates the perfect niche because it's more it is it's more specialized, it's more direct, and you're targeting a more specific audience, right? Um, But essentially, to sum it up, it's what you want to be known for. I will say that oopsie, let's go backwards. I would say that I've done the niche route and I've also done the overall I am the niche route, right? So when I was creating content surrounding personal development, personal finances, and entrepreneurship, I would say that was my niche. My niche was finance and money. I also, prior to that, I did content on hair, makeup, beauty, fashion. I did some vlogs. I did some reviews. I did everything. And I was the niche, right? We'll talk about the pros and cons of both. Um, but if you're thinking about niching, you also want to think about what the purpose of your content is. What is the goal? What are you trying to do with your content creation? This is really important when you're thinking about too niche or not too niche, because in my experience and what I've witnessed a lot as well is that niching will breed it will yield you quicker growth on social media. You will get more followers, you will get more views, you will get more likes, impressions, saves, because the content isn't about you per se. It's about what you're talking about. So you will grow quicker if you niche down. If you don't niche down and you want to be the niche, you're growing more of a personal brand, um, you don't necessarily grow as fast. However, you grow more quality community. The people who follow you. They're invested in you. They're building somewhat of a, I don't really love this term, but it's the truth. It's a parasocial relationship because they feel like they know you. Now, it's up to you on whether you kind of flip the script and build something that allows you to get to know your followers as well. So it isn't as much of a one sided relationship and you know your people as much as they know you, or you know something about your people. I feel like I've kind of done a good job at doing that because I built Good Girls Gone Boss, so I got to know a bit of my community a little bit more in depth. I know them by face, I know them by name, I recognize my people. I saw Misha in here, I saw Meech in here. I'm so sorry if I skipped someone. I literally just glanced, and I thought that earlier I saw Jasmine. Oh, I saw Alyssa as well. I recognize my people and I know even just a little bit about them, where in the world they live, what their business is, what they're working on, etc. So when you are building a personal brand, you're able to build better connections with your audience. When you are building a niche brand, you're able to build more followers, more metrics, and you grow better. Now, the question is, are both options possible? In my humble opinion, yes. Is it going to be work? Yes. But it's very, very, very possible. Um, we'll go into the advantages and disadvantages, but let me just read some of these questions. I saw Alyssa had asked, what is my niche? And I think I just answered that. Sorry, I saw your comment late, but my niche before was finance, business, entrepreneurship, girl bossing when I did have a niche. But I think I'm slowly kind of not outgrowing that space, but I'm not really in ultra girl boss mode anymore. So my content is going to be, I'm moving towards really nurturing my personal brand again. And I want to do more things that I'm just really into. So right now, I'm really into homes. I love homes. I'm really into homes, homemaking, home decor. So I'll probably speak more about that. But I don't think that's going to be my niche per se, because I also am really into fragrances and scents and fashion and modest fashion and changing our appearances because I'm really into that. And this year I'm going to be diving more into like, body modifications, but non-invasive body modifications, just taking care of our physical. So I'll be talking more beauty as well. All the things. I'm going back to nurturing my personal brand again. Welcome to Dallas. I'm a Virgo, and I'm exactly where you were in what you were saying in the beginning of your recent video. I feel so stuck. I would love to talk or meet up. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Slide in my DMs. But yes, Virgos united. Okay, Virgos, we just get each other. Virgos, Capricorns, and Tauruses, we're just here. We're just here. And also, I'm gonna add Scorpios to the mix because I love me a Scorpio. Everyone else, y'all are cool. Don't feel left out. We still love you. But I'm just saying, Capricorns, Tauruses, Scorpios, it's just something in the air for us. Um, Oopsie, not me opening up Final Cut. Get out of here. I think this was a question, an answer on when I was asking about niche and what comes to your mind. So you said honing in on is what you think of when you think niche. Yes. A specific category that is the main focus. Absolutely. Um, Niche makes me think boxed in. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that because I do think the word niche makes you feel boxed in, you might be wanting to cultivate a personal brand first. Because often building a personal brand helps you to discover a niche that you want to talk more about, or if you even want to niche. That's what many people do. But there's a strategy and a place for both. If you know going into content creation that you want to grow from the jump, if I were starting all over again and I knew that my main focus for being on social media was to grow, was to get my money up, get all the brand deals and grow a business, actually, not necessarily brand deals, not necessarily brand deals. If I wanted to grow a business using social media, I would niche down immediately. If I wanted to get brand deals, I wouldn't necessarily niche immediately. I would still want to grow a personal brand first and talk about everything that I'm interested in, and then kind of analyze my analytics and response from my audience, and then discover from there what I'm going to talk about. Um, I'm so sorry, y'all. Can I go grab some water? Because I feel like I'm a little hoarse. Give me a quick second. I apologize. Quick intermission. Let me see here, because I saw that I could put music or something like that. Let me see. Let me nod, y'all. Oh wait, it's right here. Let me put some intermission music. All right, we're back. Was the intermission music sucky, or what y'all think? We could twerk to it a little bit, do a little dancey dance to it a little bit. Let me know. Let me know. But I'm back. Apologize. Secret sent me this water bottle almost a year ago, and I drink from it almost every day. It's so good. What's a Stanley cup? Get a secret cup. I'm actually not sure if they sell it publicly, so we won't talk about it. Anyway, let's move on. Um, we'll talk more about Boxton versus using it as a guide and a little bit of a tool and a resource. Okay. I made this slide very short because I just knew I was going to want to talk to you guys more than I was going to want to talk to myself. So, advantages of niching. So, a targeted audience, basically, when you focus on a niche, it allows you to target a specific audience segment with shared interests, leading to higher engagement and loyalty, which is what I just talked about. Let me give you an example. If I talk solely about investing in the stock market, I'm going to cultivate an audience that is interested in that. And it's a for sure way that they're going to subscribe, because they know if they come to my channel and they see one video on the stock market, it's not the only video they're going to see. They're going to see many other videos that relate to this. It's going to make them want to stay, come back for more, because they know the kind of content they're going to see, right? Expertise. So when you niche down, you showcase your expertise and you establish yourself as a credible um, thought leader in the space, and you attract like-minded followers. So people trust your opinion. You build yourself up as a leader, and it often leads to other opportunities. So if you were building a coaching business, for example, you're going to want to niche down. If you were building a business as a motivational speaker, you're going to want to niche down. If you were building a business for, let's say, a membership group, even, you're going to want to niche down, right? Um, if you wanted to be a beauty creator, there's still opportunity to niche down, actually. If you wanted to get a bunch of brand deals, there's still opportunity to niche down. Um, if you if you want to be a fashion content creator, there is still opportunity to niche down, for sure. What I'm saying though is that in both instances, um, let's say you wanted to be a beauty creator, fashion creator, you're going to want to build your personal brand. You're going to want to prioritize building your personal brand. If you wanted to be some sort of coach or whatnot, Your personal brand, yes, it matters, but more so the information and the knowledge that you're sharing matters more, right? You need to build yourself up as a thought leader, a credible source, etc. And I'll give some examples of both at the end of the advantages versus disadvantages. Um, oops, sorry. Let's see. So you have less competition. When you narrow down your niche, which I spoke about, when you combine two specific niches, which I think is the only way to niche if you're going to niche. If you're going to niche, niche down for real. Don't be too broad because it's not really much of a niche in this day and age when content creation can be very noisy. Um, so when you narrow down your niche, there's less competition compared to broader topics, making it easier to stand out and gain visibility. For example, um, if your niche was fashion and every day you just post fashion, that's cool. But if you posted fashion for postpartum bodies or just curvy girl fashion or PCOS bodies because we often tend to have a little curvature in the midsection more than others. So you're creating content for a specific person within a niche already. One might say fashion is a niche. Now, curvy girls within fashion is more of a broader niche. You want to combine two different sectors. I hope I'm articulating myself well because it all makes sense up here, but I just need to make sure that I'm conveying it in a way that's registering. So let me know in the comments if it's registering. And if you're with me, say you're with me, please, and thank you, so that I know. Okay. But yes, that's an example of niching down. If you're a beauty content creator and you are very dark skinned, I see my beautiful South Sudanese girlies coming through with their series of like the darkest foundation shade in a beauty line. Immediately, the dark skinned girlies know I can go to you. If a new product line comes out, I could go to this girl because she's gonna let me know if the shade range is there, if the consistency is there, etc. Also, making content for the girlies who have acne. If you're a beauty creator hiding acne or covering up acne, that's a thing too. So niching down within the niche helps you to have less competition and grow faster as well. Also, monetization, can I speak? Opportunities, niching down can lead to more targeted monetization opportunities such as sponsorship, partnerships, and product sales. Remember what I said? If you're trying to be a coach, if you're trying to sell a course, if you're trying to be the go to expert for curvy girl fashion, niching down is helpful. Now, here are the disadvantages of niching down that people don't talk about, but we're going to talk about it. Focusing on a niche allows you to target. Oh, did I? Oh no, I copied not my silly behind. I copied the wrong side again. But let me just talk about it right quick. So when you target down or you niche down, you run the risk of people not really caring about you as a human, but only caring about your content, right? So essentially, I'm just laughing at myself because why did I do that? Anyways, we're going to move on because I really did create the slide in like 10 minutes or so. But when you niche down, people care about your content, not necessarily you. So as you grow and evolve, people might unsubscribe to you, unfollow you, or just not be interested in what you share because they were there for one thing and one thing only, right? Um, Perfect example of this, the people who were talking so much about NFTs. During pandemic, during lockdown, when everyone was there talking about NFT, those people, yeah, they grew, but where are they now? I don't know because we're not really talking about NFTs right now. And so you kind of run the risk of number one, people not really caring about you as a person or a personal brand, but only caring about what you talk about. Number one. And then number two, you run the risk of people. Sorry, let me just check my mic. Okay, it's still good. You run the risk of your brand basically the growth of your brand is contingent upon the trends and if the product you're talking about is still relevant, if it's still trendy, right? Um, so obviously you don't want to do that. You don't want to put a bunch of work into your content and be at risk of it not being relevant because the content that you're talking about is no longer relevant. During pandemic, another thing that was extremely relevant, Clubhouse. A lot of people were talking about how to grow on Clubhouse. How to use Clubhouse to grow your business? How to use Clubhouse to make money? I saw so many content creators start talking about how to grow on Clubhouse. Where is Clubhouse? We don't know. Who's talking about Clubhouse? I don't know because it's not your platform. And so you run the risk of it no longer being relevant because what you were talking about is no longer relevant. Um, if you are to build a personal brand, for example, prioritize building a personal brand while also building a niche. This, in my opinion, is what it looks like. Drizzling your personality throughout the content that you're creating, drizzling little tidbits about you as a human throughout your content pieces. So, yes, you can still have a theme. Did I create a slide on this or no? No, I didn't. Okay, let me just, we're back. So, if you are building a personal brand while still creating a niche, it looks like number one, experimenting with your content. Sometimes you're going to post content that might fit within the niche, maybe like you could stretch it and make it part of the niche, but also not really, you know? But it's your personality combined with what you're talking about. I'll use an example. As I niched down with my content, I would still create videos that had nothing to do with my niche, but I knew people who followed me would be interested in. And that was nurturing it was nurturing my community. Examples of this are get to know me videos, life update videos, day in my life videos, vlog videos. So in those videos, I'm sharing tidbits of me, my personal life, a little bit of the behind the scenes, and you're getting to know me as a human being. I'm going shopping. In the pandemic, I did a vlog and I showed a day in my life. So I did a little bit of my work and I was bookkeeping, but then I also went shopping and I picked up some goodies. I picked up some home fragrances. I picked up some candles, some makeup, and I did a little haul. So you're getting to know me, but it has nothing really to do with finances and entrepreneurship. It's more of a Lena Lore video and it nurtures your community. Videos like that don't go viral. Videos like that don't get crazy numbers. They don't um, bring in a whole bunch of new eyeballs from outside because people aren't searching that. People aren't searching day in the life of Lena Lore on YouTube. They don't care. They don't know who I am. Why would they be searching that? But they might search how to invest in the stock market for beginners. So when you do your how-to videos and your niching down videos, that's what brings in new eyeballs. But you're gonna also have to cultivate a community and create videos that are about you and about your behind the scenes so that people could still get to know you as a person, how you think, know about your upbringing, why you do what you do. These are things that help you to connect with your audience, help you to build connection. Personal brand is about connection. Niching down is about money. I think that's how I would explain it. Niche down if you're trying to grow and get your money. Don't niche down if you're just trying to build personal brand. But do the both of them if you're trying to do both of them, is what I'd say. I've been rambling on and on and on and on and on and on, and it's been an hour. Let me just sip right quick. I'm so sorry. That was a big gulp, huge gulp. I'm so thirsty. Been talking for 1 hour. Girl. Anyways, um, let's see. Adikemi, hey, thank you. I'm so glad that you can see me, can hear me. We love that. So glad y'all was able to hear me and see me. Because can you imagine I did a whole thing and y'all couldn't hear me or see me? Lord. I create content around product and business trends. I took a pause for a while regarding what you said, limiting mindset, but have been working on new content and thinking about how to make it sustainable. I love that for you. And you're going to make it work because in the end, it always works out. And if it doesn't work out, it's not the end. And you've got this, Jeffrey. I just know you've got this. Did you say what kind of, oh, product and business trends? Product and business trends. What was your most, I guess, most clicked video? Like what video did the most views, most impressions, and whatnot on your channel? Hey, Misha. Hi. Good to see or hear from you. I miss our Saturday calls from Good Girls Gone Boss, but I understand the need to let go of so much responsibility. I'm in that phase of life as well. Yeah, I'm glad you understand. I really want to do our live calls again as well because, they were of quality. And I'll probably, you know what? I just thought of this right now, but I think um after this month of going live every day on YouTube, I'll probably commit to one weekly call in the Good Girls Gone Bosses Society again. Like we can bring that back. I feel like me scaling back from other social media and online things will allow me to take on the things that I really loved and enjoyed in the Good Girls Gone Boss Society and other parts of social media as well. Because now I'm not fixated on growth and numbers and, pressure to constantly scale and scale and scale. We can just do the things that were fun, were impactful and fun. So whether it's weekly calls, bi-weekly calls, or monthly calls in the society, we can bring those right back. I think that's a good idea to do that in May. P.S. Now that you're in the States, I need to send you some cupcakes. Yes, Anisha and her cupcakes. Do I get to enjoy them? Yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes. I'm here for some cupcakes. Y'all know I'm obsessed with cupcakes, sunsets, and late 90s, early 2000s R&B. It's really simple. I'm really that simple. Those are three things that just get me so happy instantly. Give me a cupcake during sunset while playing a little bit of late 90s, early 2000s R&B. How basic. Hey, Mish. Could you do a breakdown for living in high-rise apartments as well as the pros and cons? Ooh, I like that, and I think I'm gonna turn that into a video idea. A breakdown for living in high-rise apartments as well as pros and cons. Interesting. What aspects of that are you talking about when you say breakdown? Are you talking about the financial breakdown? Are you talking about the process of getting one? Are you talking about whether you should live in a high rise or not? Whether it's better to buy, rent, own? Um, Let me know. I'm grateful for you, Shani. Hey, you gorgeous girl. Hey, hello. Abby Kelly says, will you be posting on your regular YouTube feed while you're going live this month? How do you intend on balancing it? I am. I am planning to still post on my regular YouTube feed because I enjoy it. And I do want to see, I'm actually just experimenting. I'm very curious in this process. I want to see what it does for my channel. I want to see what the analytics are going to do. I'm a little bit of a nerd. I'm very analytical. Some might say it's because I'm a Virgo. Some might say it's because I'm an accountant by trade. Either way, I'm very analytical and I want to see what's going to happen if I go live and post at the same time. Um, so, yeah, I'm still going to be doing it. I will be balancing it because I have a lot of time on my hands. I do have time on my hands these days and it's fun. That's the most important part. I think I'm in a place right now where content creation is fun. So I'm using my leisure time to create content because it's not my job. So I actually don't really care if it makes money or not. Of course, I never say no to some money, honey. And if it's gonna make me some money, and if the brands are rolling in, and if the YouTube AdSense is YouTube AdSense sing, then I'm gonna take that. But it isn't my main priority. So it really is just fun for me and I want to see what's going to happen. And that's how I plan to balance it. I plan to use my free time and my leisure time. Um, Currently in my leisure time, I play chess. I play a lot of chess actually on my phone. I am a little bit of a problem in this area. Yeah. I play I play chess for a deplorable amount of time. I'll just say that. So these days since I am interested in coming back onto YouTube and making it fun again, I think I'll just subsidize some of my time that I'm playing chess and I'll just come to my computer and I will maybe edit some content or maybe I'll film some content or et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, hope that answers the question. Also, what were some tools that you use to be financially literate? Hmm. I watch a lot of videos. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but also I read audiobooks too, like I said, when I'm feeling like my vocabulary is taking a hit, I'll read. If not, if I'm just driving, etc., I will listen to audiobooks and I watch a lot of YouTube videos. That sums it up. I also went to school for finance as well. My degree is in finance, so I think I've always just had an interest in finance and I like to learn more stuff. I like to learn things. Um, but that I would say were like the tools and resources that I used. In terms of like softwares and whatnot, I used to use Wealth Trade. That's a Canadian trading platform. I currently use Questrade to trade and invest. Um, and let's see, I look at charts and whatnot just using Google. I don't really complicate things. I'm very unserious, but I get serious results. And I genuinely think that what that is when the most abundant things flow your way. Like when you don't complicate things, like you just allow things to flow to you and you approach things with like an easy an, an easy energy, you know what I mean? Because I see people with like 12 screens and whatnot. I've bought like 10K, 15K worth of stocks before just on my phone on the go, just randomly in the mall. Like I don't, it's not that serious. To me, however, I would not recommend that if you haven't been trading or investing for a long time. I'm a little bit unserious, but there was a time that I was very serious about it. So let me not make it seem like from jump nothing was serious. But a little bit. Most things are very unserious to me. I actually featured your channel in one of my episodes, the one about community building. How exciting! Jeffrey, I'm gonna go check it out after this. Let me screenshot so that I don't forget. I'm gonna try and find it. Or if you have like free time, you can DM it to me. But if you don't, I'm gonna try and find it anyways. But thank you. Hey, Shantae. Hey. I know you were kind of stepping away from the creator aspect of your life. Are you doing anything new that brings in moolah? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I am. I spoke about it a little bit, but I'm in a completely different industry that has nothing to do with my online personal brand. Uh, and I'm still a little bit of a student in it, but I'm making good money in it. And I would say that it makes me equivalent to more money on equivalent to more money than what I made on social media, but the work-life balance is completely different. And also I'm really interested in it as well, so it's fun for me. It's in that stage where like it's fun because I'm interested in it and I'm excited to grow in that space. Welcome to oh, sorry, I read that already. My apologies. I read these already as well. Welcome to Dallas. Hi, Sarah. Hey, girl. Thank you, neighbor. Infinite Gems. You should come to some of the networking events down here, down in Dallas. The networking events. Let me know because I've been meeting a whole lot of boss babes in Dallas. I love me some Dallas. So yes, I'm open to all of it. I'm open to networking and meeting new people to an extent because your girl's a little bit, just a tad bit of an introvert. An ambivert, let's say that. I'm an ambivert. I have my, like, social battery, and once it runs out, I am like, give me a week before I could go back outside again." That's why my circle's real small, but I talk to my circle every single day. There's, like, maybe 5 people that I talk to on a regular basis, and everyone else, I see them, like, once a month, once every other month. Soft girl era? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Chrissy, every day, all day. I think having fun is key to avoiding the burnout phase. Yes. Is it Zyra? or Zara. Zyra, right? I think I'm pronouncing it right, but please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, absolutely. The fun is an integral part, an integral component to having fun. I mean, to avoiding the burnout phase. I definitely agree. We need it. We need that balance. And we need the work to be fun too. We need to fall in love with the process, which is what I'm trying to do by coming live every single night. Because this is so much fun. I love this. There's no real planning. It's not too serious. I created a slide in like 10 minutes before I came on live here. Maybe tomorrow I might not create a slide. Maybe I will. Let me know, actually. Please do let me know what your thoughts are. Should I create a slide? Should I not? Please let me know. Um, but I love to network, but I love to network, but I have fun while doing it. I'm in Dallas area too. If anyone wants to connect and hang out, let's connect, Sarah. She's in Dallas, y'all. Tap in, tap in, tap in. I'm down here. What's your IG? Oh, okay. That was to Zara. I apologize. Yes, yes, yes. Gorgeous girls linking up with the positivity and the boss babeness. Yes, I love that. See, these are the things I love about social media. Can we connect? Yes. Imagine meeting your best friend on a chat, like a YouTube live chat, you know what I mean? Like, they might connect and be like, "Whoa, where have you been all my life? You are like the missing sister. You are like my sister's soulmate." Can you imagine? Not me completely romanticizing you all's friendship that hasn't even budded yet, but like social media is so great for these things. It's so great for these things. Why be lonely when you can use social media as a tool to meet people that you actually like instead of forcing yourself to be friends with the people who you like went to school with, went to college with, the people who live in your neighborhood, and you cannot stand them. I know you cannot stand them. I know you cannot stand them, so leave them alone. Leave them alone and make some new friends that you can actually stand. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Good to know I was making sense. Ooh, yes, Christina. Okay. She's giving gorgeous. She's giving gorgeous. Hey, Christina. It's a bunch of successful, gorgeous, like-minded, beautiful, positive people up on this YouTube channel. This is why I love hello. Hello. Niche equals specialization. Absolutely. That's a perfect word to describe that. Hi, Clova. Clova, that's such a beautiful name. Do you recommend being on all apps or focusing on one? Focusing on one personally. I've maintained this from the jump from what I said. When I first started my YouTube channel, I did not have any social media before I started my YouTube. And I only opened an Instagram account so that I could I guess, engage or have conversations with the people who were subscribed to me. Because I don't think YouTube Live was really a big thing at the time, I don't believe, but it was a great way for us to just have conversation. It was more so for engagement. That was what my Instagram was for. Um, but YouTube was where I focused on growing, and YouTube is what brought in the bag, okay? I'm so sorry. I do not mean to compare or like shoot anyone down. So please don't take this the wrong way to anyone who's hearing this. But I know a lot of Instagram and TikTok creators with hundreds and thousands of followers, but not hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of net worth. That says a lot. YouTube is the only platform that I know is it's for your pockets the way that it is. It's for long-term growth. It's for building community the way that it is. It's searchable, crawlable content. I know that TikTok is trying to compete, but it's not the same. And yes, people will say that, okay, I could create an Instagram reel and get 20,000 views on my video. Yes, but the Instagram reel was 4 seconds long. Did they learn about you? Did they are they following you or viewing your content because of you, or is it because of the 4 second clip that you just posted? 4 second a 4 second video that gets 20,000 views is not the same as a 20-minute video that gets 10,000 views. It's different. So for me, my platform of choice is is YouTube, but also it's because I'm long-winded. I enjoy longer form content. I started off with YouTube. It's been where I made the most money. Um, I got the most growth. I built the strongest audience. So I'll post on other platforms, but it's not my primary focus to grow on Instagram or to grow on TikTok. I post when I want to post on TikTok. I post when I want to post on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. But with YouTube, when I said I wanted to be consistent on social media and I took it full time, I was posting twice a week on YouTube. When I slowed down, I was posting once a week. But the growth is just different. AdSense revenue is AdSense revenuing it. Instagram, they used to pay their creators, then they stopped paying their creators. The day that YouTube stops paying their creators will be a very interesting day because I think that a lot of people won't post as much on YouTube. But they have a model that just allows you to grow on YouTube. It's also, I think, a little bit harder to grow on YouTube than all these other platforms. So I do understand why people I do understand why people Yeah, it's my bedtime and I still need to go to Whole Foods. I'm over here tripping over my words. I'm gonna get off the live in 4 minutes. Because why am I having a hard time speaking? Okay. But to answer the question, focus on one and then allow your audience to trickle into other spaces. The reason why I have followers on other platforms is because of YouTube, not the other way around. Um, I work from home and I would like to start content creating. I think I have a niche down, but one thing that I struggle with is choosing the app to rely on. Is anyone having this struggle? Yes. Yes. Tap in the comments. I'm not gonna answer that because I feel like I will be too long-winded and we could pick it up in another video, but I would say choose the platform that your audience congregates on. You think your audience congregates on the most and that you would have the most fun creating the content on. I like creating YouTube content over Reels personally. Um, okay, I'm here for the calls. I'll inbox you on IG, send you some. Ooh, yes, some Misha cupcakes on the way, honey. How would you advise balancing a 9 to 5 to monetizing a hobby? I think if your hobby is fun, it's literally that. It's a hobby because you enjoy doing it in your spare time, then you'll actually be excited to come home after your 9 to 5 and work on it. That's how I built my 9 to 5. I mean, that's how I built my YouTube channel while I still had a 9 to 5. I would come home and because my hair and makeup was already done because I was going to the office, I would just touch up my makeup real quick, put up my video camera, record, and then the next day I would edit. And then the day after that, I would edit. I'm a slow editor. So I would take maybe 1 or 2 days to record and then take about 3 days to edit the content. And then I would have content for the next 2 weeks and then I would do it again. So yeah, that's how I did it with my time outside of my 9 to 5. Hi, Gladys. Hey, good girls gone boss in the building. Ew, ew. Will you be sharing some gems about investing in real estate? I would love to. I would love to talk more about real estate investing on this channel. That's what I'm into these days, and that's what I'll be working on outside of YouTube and whatnot. I've spoken a little bit about like maybe real estate that I've bought on my channel, but I need to find a way to, I guess, make it more engaging. And perhaps if people have questions, they can message me with it so that I know what questions people have about the topic and I could talk more about it. Because I don't think in the past I've talked too much about it. I think people know that I own real estate and that I'm a landlord and that I invest in real estate and all this other stuff surrounding real estate, but I don't think they know like maybe what questions to even ask. So yeah, if people are interested, definitely send me messages. I'll probably respond to your DM, and that will help me to know which kind of content to create when I do start talking about um, real estate investing. Okay, so I appreciate the encouragement, and yes, I think that makes sense. My most viewed video is the one on successful brands that grew through community building. Oh, cool. Community building is where it's at. It's where it's at, honey. Um, hi, hello, Joshua Goldsmith. Y'all, did I set this up, this monetization thing? Y'all do not have to send money. to be honest. I appreciate it nonetheless, though. I appreciate you, Joshua Goldsmith. You are incredible. And thank you to our earlier friend that sent some moolah in as well. This is kind of cool. I didn't know I set this up though. Did I set it up or is it automatic? Is this a new feature? Is it because of the platform I'm using? I don't know. Someone let me know. It's my first time in a long time. What makes a man stand out in your opinion? Looking to get a new female friend, had to cut a toxic female friend. I'm on my mission building. Um, hmm, that's a lot of questions, Joshua. Let's see, what makes a man stand out in your opinion? I think good character. Good character makes anyone stand out, man, woman, in between. Um, a good heart, leading with pure intent. I think generous people naturally just get everything in the world, but there's a difference between being generous and being a floor mat. So knowing the two will be very helpful, I think, in life. And oh my gosh, I don't want to get off live with you because I'm seeing some of the other questions come in. I don't want to get off live with y'all, but we're gonna come back tomorrow. Hello, we're coming back tomorrow. But yes, I think a good heart and a good personality always makes people just stand out. Pure intent can always be detected. People see it, they know, you can just tell when someone has ulterior motives. What else? If you care about yourself and you respect yourself, people around you have no option but to also respect you, because you don't tolerate less than. And I think that's it. Just focus on being a good person and like attracts like. That's how I feel. And be what you want to attract. That's a good, I think. If you want to like attract healthy people, focus on your health and prioritize that. If you want to attract um, wealthy mindset people, focus on building your wealthy mindset as well. Put yourself in spaces where these people congregate. And yeah, I think you're bound to just attract who you are naturally. So good luck to you, Joshua. I hope you find that incredible female friend. And I'm proud of you for cutting off that toxic female friend, honey, because you don't deserve that. No one deserves toxicity. Get them out of here. Anyways, I think that's everything for tonight. It's not everything. I missed some and I apologize. Um, but we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. If I continue to answer these questions with the way that I'm so long-winded, we're gonna be here until next month. We're not even gonna get to go live every month because I'm gonna talk so damn much. Okay. And I need to go to Whole Foods before they close. What time do they even close? I don't even know. I need to go though immediately. But we're gonna be back on tomorrow, same time. Okay. I figured out some technical difficulty stuff. So tomorrow I think it'll be a better setup. It'll be better and I'll be on time because today I was kind of late. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I hope you guys have an amazing night. Happy April. Happy second quarter of the year. Happy Q2. You got this, boo. And please feel free to drop in the comments. I'm gonna end the live, but the comments will obviously still be open. Please give me some ideas on what you would like us to talk about in these next 30 days, 29 days left. One day down, 29 to go. I love you guys so much. And I hope you have an amazing, incredible night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do now, honey. Okay, bye. I'll see you later.